Hello and welcome to Sports Update. I am Emmanuel Fashimi. It's a lovely evening in the city of Abuja, no matter how you see the capital city of Nigeria, a country that has 200+ million people, but let's see how it goes. And on update this evening, we have a lot of sporting stories that are making the rounds in the world of sport that you will want to hear from us. Okay, quickly, let me go to the first story we have this evening for you, where Tobi Amusan has said she's actually ready for the bigger challenges. And what are those bigger challenges? She has won the Stockholm Diamond League. She was at Lucerne, where she came second, and right now the World Athletics Championship, where every eyes will be on Tobi Amusan. Can she actually defend her title? Does she have what it takes to defend that record at Oregon 2022, where she broke the world record 12.5 seconds? She ran that race. She blew everyone away. Nobody expected her to actually win that race and win it by that time. But right now, Tobi Amusan is the lady to beat. We've seen what Camacho Queen of Puerto Rico has been doing this season. She has not lost any race. She was not there at Stockholm. She has to rest and also prepare herself for Budapest 2023. Tobi Amusan left Stockholm and head straight to Nigeria, where she actually attended national trials, and she has said that she is ready for the bigger challenges ahead. And the first big challenge she will be facing will be the World Athletics Championship, and then after that, all the Wonder Diamond League races. She will be there to see how she can actually scoop her own. It was a fantastic year for Tobi Amusan in 2022. She was nominated for the best athlete of the year. She was, though she didn't win it, but she won African Athlete of the Year. But for the world stage, she could not win it. We have our own, we have the very formidable Fraser Price of Jamaica winning that particular award. But I think if she do well this year, if she defends her title in Budapest and then win some major races in the Wonder Diamond League, Tobi Amusan will just be on course of winning the Women Athletes of the Year for 2023. But she has said she's ready for the bigger challenges. I will be welcoming Michael Idoko on the show this evening to deal with the first story, where Tobi Amusan has said she's ready for the bigger challenges. Michael, welcome on the show. Okay, he is not ready, but to tell you the truth, Tobi Amusan is the woman to beat in Budapest, because every eyes will be on Tobi Amusan, and she herself knows what she is carrying on her shoulder, knows the status, because she is now ranked among the best. You know, when your status go high, everybody expects a lot from you, and that is what Tobi Amusan has actually is ready for, because she knows the challenges. She knows that she is the one that everybody wants to beat. She is the one that everyone, and Camacho Queen is actually ready for Tobi Amusan. She's chasing that record. She wants to break that record of 12.12, and to tell you the truth, Tobi Amusan herself know what is at stake, and that is why she said she is ready for the bigger challenges that are ahead. And to tell you, she is actually the one to beat in Budapest. And for Tobi Amusan, I am not scared. I know this lady have what it takes. The Ogunborn athletes have what it takes to defend this title. I believe all what Camacho Queen is doing, just like we will say in our Nigerian language, gragra, initial gragra. And to tell you the truth, that might just be what Camacho Queen is doing, because Tobi Amusan is not scared. All she needs to do is to keep herself in shape psychologically and mentally. She needs to be ready. She needs to be fit physically, and that is what all her coaches and everyone is actually doing right now. And if the AFN actually wants this lady to defend her title, I think they should give her all the support that she needs in the world right now. She came down for the national trials. She didn't say, no, I'm a big athlete, I will not come down to Benin, I will not attend the national trials. already she has gotten that automatic qualification by the virtue of she being the defending champion. She has gotten that automatic qualification for Budapest, but she still honored the AFN invitation because they have to put her name. The country needs to, the AFN, the body that is Athletic Federation of Nigeria, need to pencil her name down among the athletes that will be representing Nigeria in Budapest, and that is why she came. And we heard what AFN said: all the foreign athletes, if they are not here, they will not be on that flight that will be going to Budapest. And quickly, Michael Idoko, can you react to this? Toby Amuson says she's ready for the bigger challenges ahead.
Yes, of course. She has to be ready for it. I mean, if you follow her, you would see that earlier in the year, she struggled for form. She was just not getting into her best shape. But of recent, we saw her in Lausanne coming third at the Lausanne Diamond League. And then, of course, we saw her winning the Stockholm easily. It shows that she's gradually getting back to her best. And this is the right time to get into your best shape as the World Championship draws nearer. My only pain is the fact that I wish she held this title for 2 years before another World Championships come by. You know, the last World Championship was last year. It was supposed to be the year before. But I don't know why they wouldn't allow it to go Budapest to be next year, so as to allow her, you know, enjoy the stage for some moments. But unfortunately, Budapest comes calling. I believe that she will get back to running 2010, 2012 before Budapest kickstarts. But right now, I think Toby Amusan is humble enough, despite being a defending champion, to still participate at the national trials in Benin. So I want to give her kudos. That is how to be a role model.
Kudos to her for actually coming down to Benin, and that race in Benin, she actually won it for the 4th time, winning the national event. And I think she ran 12.7 something seconds in that race. And to tell you, the whole AFN issue with whatever athletes, what do you think that AFN should do for Toby Amuson to actually make her defend that title in Budapest?
No, they should give her all the support that she needs, make her as comfortable as possible. You know, in Nigeria, our athletes always experience something. We're always behind time. When other teams are doing the needful, our team are always left behind. Sometimes even when the country hosting is a conducive place for the other teams, the team Nigeria may decide to just do things the awkward way. What do I mean by that? You know, you are supposed to have maybe one athlete in a room, or get the very best of hotels in a and then keep the athlete very comfortable, and then don't alter the speed work of these athletes. As athletes, we have what we call speed work. Your coach may have taken you through a speed work. Let the national team coach not come and alter your speed work. And so they have to ensure that she has a program that she will be doing between now and when the heats will start, so as not to alter her form going forward.
So as not to alter her form going forward. I think the AFN knows what to do by giving every moral support, not just Toby Amuson alone. Every athlete that will be on that flight, that will be on that plane, that will be going to Budapest, they should just get all the moral support, everything, the welfare package, everything should be top notch. Make them comfortable, and I tell you, they will do well. And quickly, this will lead us to the next story, where the likes of Godson, Brume, and Ofili will not be on that flight to Budapest 2023. What is the implication of these two athletes that are missing? Though we know that injury has been Ofili's issue, but the AFN has not come out to say he has an injury. That is why she did not come. But she's not going to be among those. We've not heard from Ofili herself, but the AFN has come out to say, okay, she will not be going there, because they said any foreign athlete that does not come around will not be on that plane to Budapest. And for Godson, Brume, visa issue, They said he was playing with it because his school actually applied for that visa 4 times, and because of his negligence, he never, as in he didn't show seriousness and zeal to actually come down for the national trials. That is what the statement from AFN. Now, these 2 athletes will not be going. What is the implication for other athletes that will be going to Budapest?
Well, the implication is that we just lost our best legs, both for the male and for the female category. Favor Ofili is our best female sprinter. I mean, outside the hurdles, talking about our Musan. But as far as the 200 meters is concerned, or the 4x100 meter relay is concerned, we just lost our best athlete in Favor Ofili. If you watch very well, she is currently the African record holder with a time of 21.96 seconds in the 200 meters. We saw her at the NCAA circuit in America, dominating, becoming the 2nd best athlete in an American college with a silver medal last year. Earlier this year, we saw her dominate the 200 meters world indoor, losing only to Julian Alfred. I mean, Favor Ofili is our best female sprinter since the likes of Mary Onyale. She's looking like the very best athlete, especially in the 200 meters. She's been having injuries, and that's why she's not been able to participate because of the injuries. And then for Godson, as a Brume, Godson Ogene Brume, he is our fastest runner as we speak, the only sprinter in Nigeria that can give Omanyala a run for his money. This guy ran in 9.90, just missed out on the NCAA title, losing to the winner who ran in 9.89 at the NCAA finals. This is the fastest runner in Nigeria, and this visa issue is obviously a stumbling block. According to the AFN secretary, he's been notorious for missing his visa on occasions even before now. I'm sure Godson Brume would have loved to be part of this Budapest World Championship. And I believe if he was able to participate, we would have been able to have an opportunity to get a medal in the 4x100 meters in the finals of the Budapest World Championships in Hungary. But in his absence, I don't think the team will go that far. Probably we'll see some of our athletes getting to the semifinals. I still believe, Alaba Akintola and others have what it takes to get to the semifinals. But that Godson Brume is our fastest athlete, and his absence is going to be calamitous and disastrous for Team Nigeria.
Disastrous for Team Nigeria, you say, Michael. But if with the way it stands, both athletes have not react to what the AFN has said. Can there be any respite for these 2 athletes? Favor Ofili, we don't know if she will get over that injury before that competition. But probably if she gets over the injury, is there any slim chance or any chance at all for the 2 of them to join the trail to Budapest?
Yes, I think they have done. They've paid their dues. They know their onions. If at all they get back to their sublime best, why shouldn't they be given an opportunity? I think Godson Brume should be given a wild card if he is able to sort out his visa issues. Hey, we are Nigeria. We are not America. America has top-notch sprinters. They have the Fred Kerleys and the others. They are top-notch, and they can be replaced because they have a couple of 9.8 runners. But in Nigeria, Godson Brume is virtually the only athlete that can give us a sub 990. So if there's an opportunity to give him a wild card, why not? We have to bend the rules a little just to accommodate this. But it should serve as a deterrent going forward for athletes who think they are bigger than the country.
For athletes who think they are bigger than the country, I think the AFN will actually will do something about this and see how we can have Godson Ogene Brume in that flight that will be going to Budapest, because he's the best that we have right now. Like you mentioned, the United States, they have almost 9-8 athletes that they can replace with, but we don't have. We just have 2 of them thereabout. But I think the AFN have to just bend the rules, give him a white card. And for Favour Ofili, if she also gets better before that race in Budapest, Hungary, then she should also be given that white card so that we can have these two of them participate with other athletes in Budapest. Let's leave that story and come back home and stay with the NBBF, where lack of funds may stop Nigeria from a continental championship. That is the FIBA African tournament, where they were given a bye to participate because they finished second in that championship. And this event is built to start tomorrow, and it will end on the 16th of this month. And also, if they are not there, we have another event that will be coming up in Tunisia from 13th to the 21st of July. And then we'll have because this event, the male and female under-16 junior championship in Tunisia, will serve as a qualifier for the under-16 World Cup event that was slated for next year. And if we don't go to Tunisia, we might not just get to participate in the World under-16, both for male and female World Championship bid for next year. Now, because of lack of funds, what is going on with the NBBF? A lot of issues. I think this issue needs to end.
Yes, I mean, it's been a couple of years now, probably 4 to 5 years. The NBBF has been plagued with crisis. First and foremost, we had the Tijani Umar, and then the other one, the Sadiq. Both of them are still, there was a power tussle for the hem of the seat, hem of the affairs of the NBBF. And that has affected everything, including the sponsorships. I mean, we used to have K-Sweat sponsoring the NBBF. I mean, we used to amass over $15 to $20 million in sponsorships for our NBBF, but that has not been happening in the last couple of years since the emergence of the power tussle, and that is now degenerating further into, I mean, our participation. How can the nation say they don't have funds? We have appropriation. I mean, every year there is budget allocated to sports. We seems to be allotting all the monies to games like football, and then we forget games like basketball. Have we forgotten that apart from football, basketball is the second most popular sport in Nigeria? Why will the government say there is no availability of funds? They should source for the funds. I believe in the mantle of Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu. He's also a sports-loving president. They should make available funds for these athletes. I mean, basketball, I mean, you have Nigerians playing the NBA, almost 30 of them, and then we cannot participate in these championships. That is uncalled for. We even have home-based players who are ready for the national team. I think we have about 4 of them. They are ready to play for the national team. There is no excuse by the government. After all, 2023 appropriation is still fresh. The release has not been complete. So there is no excuse not to allow the athletes travel. It will be demoralizing for the athletes. And so many people that hoped to be featured in the national team for the first time, this may just crash their fortunes.
This may just crash their fortune. You're not wrong by saying that. And the most painful part of it is that these are just young basketballers under 16, 15 and 16 years old. Some of them, when they went to Ghana 3 weeks ago, that was the first time they are getting to be exposed to such a championship. And now the African Championship that we were given a bye, a slot, because of a virtue of us finishing second in that group after we lost 2 games. We lost our last game to Cote d'Ivoire, and then we won 2 games. Now, the government is trying to scrutinate this chance, and not just that alone, also we have the under-16 African Championship, where they will get the qualification ticket to the World Championship that is slated for next year. And now the government is saying no funds. It's a pathetic one, a serious situation with the NBBF. I think the government needs to just come in and find a lasting solution to this whole problem bedeviling the NBBF. But like you've mentioned it already, it's just a bitter one for these for these basketballers. We hope so, but this event is starting tomorrow. Can they meet up, even though anything is maybe a fire brigade or whatever they are going to do?
Yes, of course, they can meet up. It's never too late. They may just have a fatigue in their first game. That is what it will cost them. But if there is a dying minute plant that can be made, they better do that, because this is uncalled for. I mean, this is preposterous. This is unheard of. Nigeria, we should not be tagged alongside Indonesia with this type of attitude of lack of funds, inadequate preparations. That should not be our lingua franca. We need to change our mantra going forward.
Yes, we need to change our mantra going forward. Like you rightly said, I think I'll support you on that. We don't want to be like the Indonesia. They were stripped of the hosting of the Under 20 World Cup because of lack of fun. The beach games was cancelled. Let's move away from the MBBF story and still stay in the African continent. This time around, we're going to be talking about football, where the 2024 WAFCON, that is for the women, the Women's African Nations Cup qualifying series tournament, and the Super Falcons has gotten an opponent, and that is Sao Tome and Principe. But they will not be playing in the first round of qualifiers. The second round of qualifiers, that is when the likes of Nigeria, Morocco, to South Africa will join up. But against Sao Tome and Principe, Super Falcons, Sao Tome and Principe, we know right now NFF and Wardrum, they are in Wardrum of war.
Yes, unfortunately, they are in Wardrum of war. I still believe that in Sao Tome they will be able to do the needful. I believe so much in the Super Falcons. They are 9-time winners, even though they finished fourth in the last outing. I still see them as the team to beat. I will believe that they will make us proud. Of course, Waldrum is throwing tantrums. I don't blame him. Every country receives 960,000 US dollars. I mean, to prepare for a World Cup or a tournament. And of course, talking about the WAFCON, I know that for Waldrum, he is very outspoken, unlike other coaches in the past. Waldrum will speak the truth to your face, and that's the kind of coach we need. A coach that will be able to speak truth to power, and that is why he's questioning the Nigerian Football Federation. Where is the $960,000 for the athlete that is supposed to be used for the logistics of the athletes for the tournament? I don't know why this is what we call misappropriation of funds. If the funds are properly used, I think we will not be having the hitches that we are having right now. So it's a good thing for Waldrum to set the record straight and let Nigerians know what is happening behind the scenes, should in case the Super Falcons fail to deliver. But I believe that they will deliver, because they
believe that they will deliver. With this whole issue is just distractions for those guys. We'll just pray that the NFF find a lasting solution to this war of words from Waldrum and then the NFF board members and the NFF president. So we just need to quell it. A lot of concentration needs to be given to these guys so that they can do well in Australia. 18 players were in the first training session yesterday, but let's see how it goes. Let's leave that story and take the last one on the show. It concerns one player. A player that has seen it all, a player that has got to the highest stage of his career, and right now, after 11 seasons, Cesar Azpilicueta leaves Chelsea after 11 seasons. Michael.
Yes, of course. Cesar Azpilicueta is a well-decorated player. I mean, he won the Europa League in 2013 and 2019. He won the FA Cup in 2018 with Chelsea. He won the English Premier League in 2015 and 2017. I mean, he won, I think, FIFA Club World Cup or so in 21 or so. Yes, and of course, UEFA Super Cup. So he's a well-decorated athlete, I think with 8 or 9 trophies. He has had a formidable career, and I think it's time for him to move to the next level. When you talk about the greatest right backs of all time, I see no reason why Azpilicueta's name will not be mentioned among the legends. I think he knows his onions. He has done his bid for Chelsea. It's time to move to Atletico, take it to the next level, and we'll see what comes of him. We are only wishing him the best, and we are happy. Football should be happy to have had I mean, Aspilicueta garnish the scene of England with his dexterity on the football pitch.
Okay, thank you, Michael. He has actually garnished the scene in the EPL with his dexterity, style, skills, and everything, defensive style. Good one for him, where he played over 500 appearances with 17 goals in total, and then that is a good one for Azliqueta. We just wish him well. Michael, thank you for joining me on the show this evening. I am Emmanuel Fashemi, saying thanks for watching. Sports is Life.
Always a pleasure being on this program.